Venice is one of the most mysterious cities in the world. But nothing gets close to what is behind this symbol. It's here, it's everywhere. It's St. Mark's lion. It has been the symbol of the city of Venice for centuries. It was the symbol of the ancient Republic of Venice, which was named Serenissima, and it is now on the flag of the municipality, the province, the region, and many other institutions and organizations. This is the story of one of the oldest symbols of naval, economical, and political power, and why it is still relevant for people today. And I want to tell you this story, how a lion became a symbol of a city. During the dark days of the Middle Ages, when people were mostly hiding inside castles, Venice was a naval power, projecting its influence all across the Mediterranean Sea and the Middle East. The symbol of this influence was St. Mark's lion. In traditional Christian iconography, St. Mark has always been depicted as a lion. The resemblance is uncanny. The lion has always been the symbol of strength and the wings of its spiritual elevation. But why the evangelist was connected with the Serenissima? An ancient Venetian tradition stated that when the saint was traveling to Europe, while arriving in the lagoon, an angel manifested and told him, "Peace be with thee, O Mark, my evangelist. Here thy body will rest." This became the motto of the Republic for centuries. So much so that in the years to come, the devotion to the saint grew at an amazing rate, and it became the dream of every Venetian to obtain the relics of Mark the Evangelist wherever they would be. But this is another story. So this is a very interesting part of the story for me. It's actually a legend. It's the year 828 AD, and it's a cold night of January. And for Venetian, it's prohibited to travel to Alexandria, which is now Egypt, because the city was just conquered by the Saracens. But regardless, a couple of Venetian merchants managed to get there, and they are able to smuggle the body of St. Mark out of the city, allegedly inside bags full of pig's meat, for obvious reasons, for not being searched by the guards. Eventually, the two Venetians are able to bring the body of St. Mark back to Venice, where they are welcomed by the biggest party, so much so that this basilica was built right away. But maybe the most famous lion is this one. It lies on a 15-meter column erected between 1172 and 1177 in front of the Doge Palace. It's visibly different from all the other lions, and that is because it was brought here from somewhere else. Modern studies clocked its origin at about 300 BC, and it looks like it represents the god Sandon, a Mesopotamian Persian lion-headed griffin made in the 4th or 3rd centuries BC. The Romans and the Greeks traditionally codified this god as Hercules. The original bronze figure, taken as a whole, was likely fairly different from the lion of today, and predating Christianity would not have originally had anything to do with St. Mark. But Venice was a merchant republic, and its people were literally traveling and doing commerce all around the Mediterranean. So it's not crazy that this ancient statue ended up here. In 1797, after conquering Venice and ending 1100 years of republic, Napoleon decided to take this lion and put it here, in Paris. This was really bad. Imagine how people in Venice went crazy over that. People in Venice really liked their lion. It was, and still is, the embodiment, a symbol of the city and its people for centuries. Thankfully, after Napoleon's downfall, the lion was returned to Venice, albeit badly damaged. Somehow, a rope broke, the statue fell, and it went in pieces. Whether by accident or deliberate sabotage by one of the French workers is still unclear. Oh, by the way, Napoleon used to keep this one in his bedroom, and to the best of my knowledge, it is still in France today. But this is another story.
Today, this version of the winged lion is used in everything art related, from the Biennale exhibition to the Venice Film Festival.
But let's go back to the most famous banner featuring the lion.
This is it. It's called the St. Mark's Standard.
And it was displayed in every single city of the Venetian Republic. There used to be two versions of this. The one with the open Bible, which was used during times of peace, and the one with the sword, which was used in war. Few people know that the war standard was never used and displayed in the city of Venice itself, but rather it was kept safe in the custody of people of the small city of Perasto. Not for a few days, not for a few years, for 377 years. In the famous Battle of Lepanto, in 1571, 8 people of Perasto sacrificed their lives to prevent this flag from falling in the hands of the enemy. And they were the last ones to surrender it at the end of the Venice Republic. Today, people from the region of Venice tend to recognize themselves in this flag, which has become the true symbol of their unity and their identity. If you travel to this area, pay attention to this. People tend to display it outside their houses or as a sticker in their cars, but there is too much history behind this symbol to stop at the last 30 years. Saint Augustine wrote that symbols are powerful because they are visible signs of invisible realities. And the invisible reality here is the connection through the centuries of the people living in this area and their culture.
What do I think? I think today we should really put aside the flag with a sword in it. Because with this flag, so many bad things have been done all across the Mediterranean Sea during history. And we should really concentrate on the flag with the open book. It represents being open towards other cultures. It represents resilience against adversities, hanging on together to face what is wrong about today and hoping for a better future and knowing that a better future will come. And most of all, it has the word peace in it. How do you get better than that? Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. In the future, I want to be doing more videos about my countries and its history. I have a video which is a deep dive, hopefully not literally, on coffee coming up. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and peace.